Hey, this is man-made mead. I'm using this opportunity to try something new, and that is both of these carboys you see in front of me are Bochets, the exact same Bochet. They've been stored and they're aging in different forms though. This one you can kind of see in the camera that has more air on top, has had some air sitting, and that's kind of been intentional, but it's just been how it has sat for a while. And then this same Bochet, everything, is sitting with less air on top. Now, the only difference between them, other than that, is the one on the right here has a little more sediment at the bottom, so I'm doing two things in this video. One is I want to see a taste test to figure out how air has affected them. More air, less air has affected the flavors, but then I also want to rack it over. So let's go ahead and show you this, and you can kind of see I have my glasses pulled out, and we're going to try it now. All right, here we go. This one in my left hand and your right is the one that had more air on top. This Bochet was roughly about 15, 16 pounds of honey, and I'd caramelized about 9 or 10 of that, and then I put regular honey, uncaramelized, or no, I should say, heated up on in the rest of it. So it's part of the Bochet style honey, and then part also just regular. And it's been aging now, at least in that portion right there, for almost 4 months just in those bottles, plus the time, of course, I made it. So left hand is with more air on top. This is right hand, or left side, is less air on top. Just a smell. The air one has more of an aromatic feel to it, smell to it. You get more honey character, more caramelized honey, and that's really interesting to me. Looking at them right now, their colors are also very different. So kind of get that definitely different taste or different smell. The one with less air doesn't have as much of a smell to it. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm actually gonna flip. I'm gonna start with my right hand, and this one had more air on it, or less air on it. Goodness gracious, less oxygen. Interesting. That does not taste like the same Bochet. It's definitely got the honey, warm, like honey character, that sweetness, which is nice. You don't get a lot of the caramelized honey taste to it, though. Interesting. I don't know. Part of my test here is to also decide what I want to do with these, because I have one of them I want to go ahead and try something different with. I have my chocolate and vanilla Bochet. I've got a raspberry Bochet with the exact same Bochet form. I just took a gallon of it and put some raspberry natural flavoring in. Now I want to figure out with one of these what I want to do to add some extra flavors onto it, because I want to keep 1 gallon just the regular Bochet normal, and then I want to change up the other one. So this one's very light. It's got a nice taste to it. Very light. You don't really get a lot of the that heat from the alcohol, which this is around a 14 to 16%. So that's interesting. Okay, here's the left side. This is the one that had more air on top of it. Wow, those are so different. This one has more character, more flavor to it. You get the same kind of characters that you have in my right hand one, the one with less air, but they're more pronounced. They're more, it's smoother, which is interesting. Yeah, you get the caramelized burnt honey flavor poking out more. The honey character itself is not there as much, but it's like in a more mellow, like warm form, which is really interesting. I wonder, and I don't have a lot of factual data to back this up, but I wonder how, I know you're not, one of the general rules is to not leave a lot of air on top of the mead or your wine or whatever when you're doing it, because you'll oxidize the alcohol. However, with just that little amount of air on top, I wonder if that has maybe made some of these flavors mellow out more. Let's just back to my right hand, the one with less air. Yeah, this one's like got sharper flavors. You get more like more bite. This is more mellowed out. I much prefer just a little bit of air on top, and maybe it's just my personal preference and personal taste, but this is really good. It's fascinating that they're the exact same ingredients, exact same storage environment, and that they're literally sitting less than, I don't know, 6 inches from each other. And they have such vastly different flavors. And that goes to show you that when you bottle age or you age in different containers, you can sometimes get different flavors. And so if you want a consistent product, you have to sometimes age in all the same zone, in all the same container, and those things. Wow. Okay, well, my preference is I much prefer this one that had a little air on it. But that does not mean the less air one's not good. It's just got some sharper flavors. This is more mellowed out. It's really interesting. My next step, that was part of my video, is to go ahead and move over the one with the air, less air on top, because it's got a little sediment at the bottom, and it's just time to rack it, because it's been sitting now for, like I said, almost 4 months, about over 4 months now. So let's go ahead and move over the less air one. Okay, we're gonna start moving this over. I haven't stabilized these any, and I kind of thought about doing it. I don't know if I don't know, I'm a little hesitant too, but at the same time, it's been such a long time. I think the yeast could start back up. I just don't think it's super likely. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this over. It's got a really nice color to it, which I really enjoy. You can kind of see in the camera. There we go. This will just take a second. All right, it's moved over. Great looking color. You can kind of see, it's a little hard to see with this camera, but it looks incredible, and I'm excited to see how it continues to age. If you have any ideas for what you think might pair well with this specific Bochet, I'm planning to do something more, like I said. This also reminds me to say that I always like to age, if I can, in glass containers, because glass is naturally better for like keeping weird flavors out. That's not a guarantee, but like plastics, if you age in plastic, you can sometimes get a plasticky flavor, and the air can get through plastic easier than it can glass. So I often will age in glass. But that's the end of this right now. I wanted to give a quick update for kind of what is going on and what I've wanted to do with this Bochet. It's been sitting for a long time. I honestly forgot about it. It's just been another one of my carboys up there, but I'm glad I did, because age has helped this mead quite a bit, and I guarantee it will help more. But I do need to do something with it soon-ish. So if you enjoyed this episode, thank you for watching. First of all, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't, because I love getting to continue to make videos for you guys, and one way I know that you enjoy my videos is if you're subscribed. So go ahead and subscribe and leave a comment and everything. Leave a comment down below saying, hey, I think you should try this or this or this for the Bochet Part 2-ish kind of thing. There's also a bunch of links down below. There's a link to my Facebook page, or a Facebook page where we talk about mead making. Man-made meadery is what it's called. I have an Instagram that I post things on every once in a while, and then just a bunch of other various things. But I'll check it all out down below, and I appreciate your help and support with that. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I hope you enjoy your day, and cheers.